Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and today I'm here to do a contest entry for Matt and Sarah from Amateur Filmies. And if you guys are not already subscribed to Matt and Sarah's channel, I will leave a link to it in the description box below. So Matt and Sarah, they have a fantastic channel here on YouTube, Amateur Filmies. They upload a lot of update videos, collection overviews of some of their boutique labels. They have an awesome taste in not only horror films but movies in general, and they leave some of the best comments. They're always really awesome to chat back and forth with. So yeah, I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't already. But with that being said, Matt and Sarah, congratulations on 500 subscribers. Certainly really well deserved. I love your channel. I'm a big fan of your content, so keep it up. Now this is going to be an unofficial entry because I already own the prizes that you guys are giving away, but I still wanted to answer the questions because I think they are pretty good questions, and I have a few movies that I wanted to recommend to the both of you as well. But yeah, don't include me in the drawing. But anyway, with that being said, they wanted to know 3 questions, so I'm just going to get straight into it here. And as you can also see, my backdrop is a little bit different to normal. I just wanted to display some Australian movies since this is a Aussie themed competition. So yeah, hence why I'm sitting in a different spot for this video. But anyway, with that being said, let's get on with the entry. Okay, so question number 1 is, what is your favourite Australian made movie? I'm going to have to go with BMX Bandits. Not a horror movie, but this definitely is my favourite Australian film of all time. I absolutely love this film. I'm a massive fan of 80s family themed movies, and this is definitely one of my favourites. It's pretty much the Aussie equivalent to the Goonies, so absolutely love this one. It's pretty cheesy, but it is a lot of fun. Stars a very young Nicole Kidman. But yeah, this is a classic to me, so it is BMX Bandits. Question 2 is, what is an underrated movie that you would recommend from your country of origin? Now, I've got 5 movies here. I hope, Matt and Sarah, you don't mind, but there's just a few films that I wanted to recommend you guys. Now, the reason that I have 5 is because I'm not sure if you know, but I'm actually from New Zealand. I was born in New Zealand, and I've lived almost half my life in Australia. So yeah, I kind of consider myself a little bit of both, but I will be mentioning some Aussie films since I live over here. But since I was born in New Zealand, I also want to mention a couple of New Zealand films as well. So one that I definitely recommend that I do consider to be pretty underrated is Sweet Country. This is an Australian period piece set in the 1920s. So I know you guys were big fans of The Nightingale, and while this certainly isn't as dark or brutal as Nightingale, it is kind of similar. So it's sort of set in a similar time period. So this one is about an Aboriginal who kills a white man on a stocking workstation in self-defense, and he's basically on the run. And it basically just follows him, his family, and when he's eventually caught, the trial process. Very good, especially if you are a fan of Aboriginal history. I definitely recommend it. I do believe this was loosely based on real events, and it also stars some pretty well-known Australian actors as well. So yeah, that's Sweet Country. The next one is a little bit more brutal, but it's certainly one that I hardly hear it's one that I hardly hear anyone ever talk about, and that is The Horseman. This is a Australian revenge movie about a father who is seeking revenge over the death of her daughter who got involved in a pornography ring. It's set up in Queensland, and it's really good. The acting is really good. And there's some very brutal revenge moments throughout. So yeah, if you're a fan of revenge type movies, I definitely recommend The Horseman. And another one that I rarely hear anyone ever talk about is Dead End Drive-In. This is an 80s Australian film, and it's probably one of the most underrated 80s Aussie films, directed by Brian Trinchard Smith, who I'm sure you know from Turkey Shoot, and he also did BMX Bandits. This movie is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a utopia type film. It's basically about a character who's a delinquent, and basically they get rounded up, all the delinquents get rounded up, and they have to live in a drive-in theatre. They're basically locked in there, they can't leave, and they're pretty much confined to this drive-in theatre. Really, really cool concept. The location is fantastic, and yeah, this one is a lot of fun. And the two that I recommend from New Zealand that I think both of you will enjoy. The first one is Housebound. This is a horror comedy about someone that is under house arrest, and basically there's some very, very strange goings on within the house. Fantastic film. It blends in comedy and horror really, really well. There's also some mystery elements and drama elements mixed in too. Very, very good. This one is definitely pretty underrated in terms of a New Zealand horror film. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen this one, I think you'd enjoy it. That is Housebound, and there is an Australian release for this one too. The next one that I recommend to you guys from New Zealand, and I think Sarah, if you haven't seen this one, I think Sarah in particular would enjoy this one, and that is Heavenly Creatures. This one is directed by Peter Jackson, and it's set in Christchurch, which is where I'm from originally. And this is based on true events. This movie is fantastic. It's basically about a friendship between two girls that grows into a love interest or relationship, and basically their families end up getting in the way, and things turn pretty dark and sinister. That's all I'm going to say on that, but absolutely stunningly made movie. This has some effects from the Weta Workshop, because the girls kind of create their own fantasy world and land, and yeah, a lot of the movie is sort of set within their fantasy world, which is really, really cool. There's some awesome imagery within this film, but really, really good. That is Heavenly Creatures. Okay, and the third and final question is, what is your favourite foreign horror film? So I've kind of got two here. I absolutely love Pan's Labyrinth. I love how dark this is. I love the whole sort of fairy tale storyline to this film, and there's some absolutely phenomenal creature designs and imagery throughout the film. Absolutely fantastic film. That's Pan's Labyrinth. But if we're talking about my favourite, I do think Battle Royale takes this one out. I'm sure you guys have seen this one. It is pretty well known. Japanese movie, of course. Just the whole concept about a class being taken to this island and literally having to kill everyone until there's only one survivor left. Very, very scary concept, but a pretty intriguing and interesting one too. And this one is very, very well done. It is pretty brutal, but absolutely fantastic movie. So yeah, that's Battle Royale. Okay, so there you go. That was my unofficial entry to Matt and Sarah Amateur Filmies 500 subscriber competition. Once again, Matt and Sarah, congratulations on 500 subscribers, even though I think you deserve way more subs than that. Very, very well deserved, and I'm sure your channel is going to grow even further. Yeah, you guys have amazing videos. It's been great getting to know you and chatting back and forth in the comments, so keep it up. Always enjoy reading your comments and chatting back and forth. It's awesome. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my entry. I hope you've got a few recommendations of movies to check out. And yeah, just remember this is an unofficial entry though, so please don't include me in the drawing, but I definitely wanted to submit an entry to help support you and your channel. So once again guys, if you're not already subscribed to Matt and Sarah, I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel, Amateur Filmies, in the description box below, so please check them out. To everyone else that's entered or that's planning to enter, I want to wish everyone the best of luck. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.